Huge thank you to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to start your own website. Thank you, Squarespace. We all should want to save money when we purchase our hi-fi, audiophile, home theater, headphone equipment. And today, we're going to talk about 6 ways to do that. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about 6 ways that you can save money on your next hi-fi, home theater, or headphone purchase today. Number 1, numero uno. I see this all the time in the comments. Just buy used. You shouldn't buy that. Just go buy used. And while that's great advice, not everybody has access to every piece of equipment used, nor is it always in good condition or working order, or someone trying to scam you out of money. So buy used, but you have to be smart about it. If you're meeting somebody, bring a 12-volt inverter and make sure the piece of equipment actually powers on. Check and make sure this thing wasn't dropped. Check the corners, look for wear marks. Wiggle the RCAs on the back, all of the connections. If it comes with a remote, plug it into your 12-volt inverter and make sure that it goes up and down. If you can get a demo in the person's house, well, be careful, first of all. And if there are any red flags, don't go in. Getting a deal on some used hi-fi is not worth your safety or you getting mugged or robbed or knocked in the head with a sock full of quarters. Floor standing speakers are an excellent thing to buy used because most of those people, if they're moving or they want to upgrade, are not going to be able to ship those things. So negotiate with them, especially on Facebook Marketplace. Give them an offer. If they don't accept, circle back about a week later, see if they're still for sale. Try to research out when that product was new. Ask the seller where they bought it, because some of these sellers on Facebook Marketplace and eBay are just junk dealers. So they may have come across this component just through sheer happenstance or because they bought the storage shed because somebody died or stopped paying the bill. If they don't know anything about the components, if they're not audiophiles, you may want to look elsewhere. Now is the best time ever in the history of time itself to start your own website. Why? Because Squarespace makes it super easy. If you've ever wanted to start your own website or reserve your domain, cheapaudioman.com, which incidentally, I think I reserved it, but then I let it go and now I have to rebuy it at a higher price if I want it. But if I did want it or any other domain, I could purchase it through Squarespace. The coolest thing about Squarespace is they do like 90% of the work for you. The only thing you have to do is go to squarespace.com, enter some information about yourself or your business, and it's going to spit out in a good way about 12, 15, 20, 30, 40 different templates that you can choose from, and then the only thing that you have to do is drag and drop your own pictures, double click on the text box, and you'll have your website up and running in no time. They even have AI generated stuff, so it's a snap. I was actually looking at starting a new website last night and I was playing around with it. If you've never done it before, you shouldn't be concerned either because they have a huge help center, which includes videos and articles, step-by-step processes to add a store to your website, to do email campaigns, to sell digital products, all sorts of stuff, everything that you need for a website. You can get it on Squarespace and you can get it today. So run on over to squarespace.com/cheapaudioman and enter the code cheapaudioman to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much, Squarespace. Number 2, way to save money on hi-fi. Big money on hi-fis. Buy scratch and dent stuff. Look at Crutchfield. They always have listings for scratch and dent. Best Buy also has listings for things that have been returned or scratch and dent. Amazon has Amazon warehouse deals. The majority, if not all of these, come with their factory warranty. There may be a ding or two, but I bought a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon warehouse. And I get it. It doesn't even look like there's anything wrong with it. Maybe the packaging is dented on one of the corners, but it's a great way to save some money. Certain products fluctuate in price. Klipsch, Kef, Polk speakers. So when they're on sale, the scratch and dent price goes down even further. So if you're interested in a specific product, check out those 3 websites and see if they have any returns or deals like that. Usually you can buy them online right then and there. I know you can at Best Buy. I know you can everywhere. Amazon Warehouse, obviously. For Amazon Warehouse deals, you go to the page and then you kind of go to the right, and oftentimes they'll say available from these other sellers for, and it might be a lower price. Click on that, you'll see an Amazon Warehouse listing. Now with Amazon Warehouse listings, I think the warranty is 90 days. So I don't think it comes with a full factory warranty. Best Buy, Crutchfield, think it comes with a full factory warranty. But make sure you ask the question if you don't know. Buy last year's model. That's right, especially with home theater receivers because they come out with new models all the time. So let's take some, for examples, some instances where you can save big money. The Rotel A11 Mark II, I just did that review, but the A11 Tribute is still available. In some places, you can probably get the A11 Mark I new. Klipsch, RP600M, you can buy those all day long new. A lot of times other companies come and buy out the inventory from Klipsch or one of their distributors, and they are selling them at a huge discount. But you got to check because sometimes those prices fluctuate too. The RB51 Mark II, the RB61 Mark II, I think, all still can be purchased new if you do enough digging. And then you want to search more broadly. So let's say you're interested in the Marantz NR1711. If you just search Marantz slimline receivers, you might find the 1710 is still available new. Now, it may not have the latest and greatest HDMI 8K pass-through, but let's be honest, who's actually using the 8K pass-through? Very small margin. Gamers, yes, I get it. Gamers, if you're playing games, you need the 8K, maybe. But if you're searching broadly, you might find that 1, if not 2 generation old product that's still new. Look for discontinued items. This is kind of similar to the last one, but we're talking about products that aren't made anymore but are still available new. Wharfdale 11.2, although I don't think you can find those new anymore. That was one of my first really successful videos because it was originally a $500 speaker for a pair, and some seller on Amazon had them listed at $199. I bought a pair right away and then screamed it from the rooftops because it was a really quality speaker. Now the sound may not have been for everybody because it was a really warm speaker, but the build quality definitely felt like a $500 speaker. I think the Polk Legend series or the LSI series, there's actually Polk ATI series that you can still get new from some places. You may have to do some research about what was new and when it was new, but chances are if it's a bigger company like Klipsch, Polk, it's a marginal, the newer models are a marginal improvement upon what they had previously. So a lot of times you're still going to be getting 85, 90, 95% of the sound for half the price. Be ready to buy during the biggest sales seasons of the year. Amazon does basically Prime Days in the summer. They just did them in October, like the 10th and 11th. And a lot of other retailers, including Best Buy, even the manufacturers themselves are now coinciding their sales with the Amazon Prime Days. Obviously, Black Friday, huge sale day. Cyber Monday, huge sale day. And then almost everything moving up towards Christmas or the December holidays is going to be a really good time to buy stuff. But also, after the holidays, a lot of times you can get crazy deals on stuff that's been returned. So now you have gifts that people don't want. They're returning those gifts. So now again, you can get these scratch and dent returned items, and there's probably going to be more of them throughout January than there ever has been. But for companies like Klipsch, Polk, Kef, B&W, there's always going to be sales, so don't ever buy them at full retail price. This last one may be a little intimidating for folks, but just ask for a discount. Now, this normally only works with smaller companies, so Audio Advisor is a really good outfit out of the Midwest. They're a small outfit though, so you can probably call them and say, do you have any demo units? This is what I'm looking for. Can I get a discount? A lot of companies offer military discounts. I think Emotiva offers military discounts. But if you have any questions, just call their customer service, even if it's a big company like Crutchfield or Audio Advice. Probably not Amazon. You can also, if you go into the store at Best Buy and you're looking at something that's a returned item or something that's being heavily discounted, I have gotten them to discount it even further off of the listed price. So I think the manager can do another 10, if not 15% off the already discounted price. If you're looking at it and it doesn't come with a charger or there's a big scratch on it or something like that, you can ask. And if you're nice and the manager's in a good mood, they can discount those. So hopefully you got some value out of this video. If you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you want to support the channel, you can sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/cheapaudioman. Every Sunday night, we have Patreon-only Zooms, Patreon-only Discord, Patreon-only Facebook group. You can also use the links in the description. Almost all of those links are affiliate links, which means if you click any buy, I get a commission. Doesn't cost you any more though, so it's a great way to support the channel. You can also sign up for Amazon Music, Tidal, or Rune. Links in the description. Click sign up. Even if you quit, I still get a couple of dollars. Finally, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Down at the bottom of the video, there's a thanks button. Click on it, send me a couple of bucks, but please don't feel compelled to send me any money at all. So don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge listen through your super affordable products that you bought really smartly and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man.